Hello there, welcome to another edition of Paydirt TV. My name is Mark Andrews and today I'm joined by Tesoro Resources Managing Director Zeff Reeves. Tesoro was brought to the ASX by a successful RTO earlier this year on the back of the El Zorro gold project. Thanks for joining me today, Zeff.
Thanks, Mark. Great to be here.
Now, original plans this year had a resource produced from El Zorro, but the company has far exceeded its expectations for the project and change of plans. Could you just explain how successful you've been in your exploration of the project to date?
Yeah, sure, Mark. As you said, we listed the company in February this year, and that listing was done at 3 cents and currently trading in sort of the high 20 range up to 30 cents off the back of some fairly good exploration results. I think the key thing is that when we came to market, our aspiration was to drill out a resource by the end of this calendar year. But I think we're now in the enviable position with the more work we do and the more drilling we put into Ternera, which is the main target that we're drilling, the bigger it's getting. And I think the last announcement that's just come out, where we had a significant interval of visible gold in one hole, which was a step out hole to the south, and also a significant intercept to another step out hole to the north, has sort of more or less doubled the mineralised footprint that's been drilled at Ternera. And I think we've just got a lot of drilling ahead of us before we get that resource on the table. So I think it'll be challenging to do it by the end of the year. I just don't think we can get that amount of metres into the ground, but it's a good problem to have, right?
Yeah, excellent. And so that's been the most pleasing aspect of of your exploration so far. Obviously, increasing the size of the potential project, and also it's a new style of mineralisation for Chile, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, so we've classified the mineralisation at Ternera as an intrusive related gold system, so quite unusual for Chile. So the analogue for that is probably the Tintina province in North America, so where Northern Star have got their Pogo gold mine, for example, in that province. And that's been a big benefit for us, where we've come in with, I guess, a clean set of geological eyes, identified the project, and I guess unravelled the geology of the project. And I suppose the evidence in our exploration model is in the really successful drill results we've been able to have to date. But not only that, we've identified numerous other areas along that belt, and a recent announcement as well, informing the market that we'd expand our ground position from the original 10,000 hectares around the Ternera deposit and a couple of other targets there, but we've now got applications in to cover up to 400 square kilometres and about 50 kilometres of prospective strike. So we really see this starting to emerge as a prospective IRG district, if you like. Typically these types of deposits cluster. So we've managed to get our foot on what we think is the most prospective ground for future exploration, but certainly at this stage we're really focused on drilling out Ternera and understanding that, and then using that information to go and explore elsewhere in the belt.
Yeah. And given the location of El Zorro, close to existing infrastructure and on Chile's coast there, it's quite surprising that a project of this nature has been kept under wraps for so long.
Yeah, look, and I guess a brief history of Ternera and how we came about it is that myself and our in-country General Manager, Sergio Uribe, we've worked together for about 10 years in Chile on various things, and we came across the project, which was just a couple of very small concessions at the time, around about 6 or 7 years ago. So it took some time to convince the vendor to do a deal with us and consolidate some more of the ground. And he was able to do that, and then came back to us, and we were able to strike a deal whereby we acquired the project through Tesoro. But you're absolutely right in terms of location. It's absolutely ideally located for ease of access. It's only 10 kilometres inland from the Pan American Highway. We've got access to seawater for processing in any future mining operation. Our team stays in a port called Caldera, which is only about an hour's drive away. Really easy to get to from Santiago, the capital city of Chile. It's low altitude, all Crown land, no inhabitants, no farms or anything like that in the Atacama Desert. So it ticks a lot of boxes in that regard, and I think that's a key difference between, I guess, El Zorro and it as a gold project, as opposed to some of the projects that we're starting to see with some good success in Western Australia, which are located in quite remote parts of the country.
And given your success so far, are you starting to see greater activity from other companies?
Yeah, look, we haven't as yet. We've managed to secure all of that vacant ground that I mentioned before. Before it sort of became a bit of a mini gold rush, I guess, around that region. But look, I think the company's starting to get to that level now whereby its market valuation and just the exploration success that we're having would certainly be on the radars of a number of the other operators in country.
And given the success so far, you must be itching to get back on the ground to actually see it. I understand you've got 6 new geologists on site that you haven't met yet, but can you just give us a brief update of the operating conditions in Chile at the moment?
Yeah, look, we've been very lucky with the COVID situation. The majority of the COVID cases in Chile have been confined to the Santiago metropolitan region. So we haven't had any sort of direct impacts to our operations at the project at El Zorro. But yeah, you're right, I'm absolutely itching to get back in country there and have a look at some of the core that we've drilled.
And the enthusiasm and appetite for gold stocks at the moment is like never before. Are you finding that that's the trickle down into the junior end of the market?
Definitely, that's starting to happen, and there's been some really good success stories of late, and obviously people taking money off the table out of those stories, and we're starting to see that interest pick up in Tesoro. And I think once you look at the scale that Tesoro offers with the El Zorro project, the drill results that are already on the table, we're into a big mineralising system. So far we've got results for, I think it's 33 holes. All of them have hit decent widths of mineralisation. Some of them with some exceptional results, multiple 100-gram metre intercepts. And when you start comparing us to some of those other companies, I think our valuation certainly got a long way to go.
And for potential investors out there, can you just highlight what will be the next major announcement from the company?
Yeah, look, obviously we're full scale into drilling at the moment. We've got 2 diamond rigs there going 24 hours a day. We're just waiting for a few more results to come through now, and we'll make some decisions about whether we put some more rigs on site. So we're pushing ahead with that, and at the moment we've expanded that. We had an initial 5,000 metres plan. We've drilled that. We've obviously had some very positive results from a few of those holes that we've got results for so far. I think we've got around about 17 or 18 holes in the lab at the moment that we're waiting for results. So it's going to be a good, strong, steady stream of results, and we'll start to fill in the gaps on some of that step out. We'll do a bit more step out drilling and really start to see that project evolve and get some metrics around it, hopefully by the end of the year, early next year, whereby we can step it into a scoping study.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Zeff. It looks like you've got plenty on the plate, and no doubt Paydirt TV will be tracking your progress. Wish you all the best for the future, and look forward to having you on the station again soon.
Cheers, Mark. Thanks for taking the time to have me in.